Hublot is a brand that's always been very connected to the world of art. And the more we move, the more we feel it's a perfect fit. Hublot is about creativity and innovation. We like to push the boundaries very far. Basically, Hublot is a brand, we can do so many things. And that's why artists love to collaborate with them, because we basically tell them, you have free space. We have a movement constraint, we have quality constraint, obviously, design, but within this frame, you can do what you want. So they love to express their art. And that's what happened with the MP-17 and Daniel Arsham. And the result is absolutely amazing. So I'm super happy to do that, and especially here in Singapore. As you know, Michael Pei was the one who introduced Daniel Arsham to Hublot years ago, and now the relationship goes on and continues. The minute you start to restrain an artist, often you're going to kill the total creativity, the full creativity. So I try to leave as much margin to be creative as possible. However, of course, we have, as you know, technical things to respect. We also want to always have some identity linked to the brand, obviously. So you look at this watch, which is very much inspired by Daniel's art pieces, artwork, but we still have the typical screws of the identity of a Hublot watch, as well as these two lugs here on the side that we call the ears sometimes. They are very much Hublot, and you recognize it's a Hublot. But again, the artist had a lot of freedom, so that's what we want to do. Daniel wanted to play with the shape, of course, round shape, water effect, and transparency. And when you start talking about transparency, you definitely want to work on how the movement will be as beautiful as possible. And that's the whole, I would say, difficulty when you make a watch. And today we decided to go for the Mecha 10 movement, which since this year has been launched in a smaller version, so it's really well balanced. We reworked all the bridges, all the decoration, all the wheels to make it a stunning movement. It's obviously a 100% in-house movement that we really appreciate a lot, with 10 days power reserve. So technically a great achievement. And again, with the rendering of the watch, with the design of the watch, the movement looks even more beautiful. And that's the combination you need to have, is to make sure that the design is not going to hide or to prevent the movement from shining out of the case. I mean, we are the brand that basically started the concept of fusion between the materials a long time ago already, with Mr. Croco, and even more with Jean-Claude Biver. And you know that because the hourglass was one of our first partner in 1980 already. Playing with sapphire and ceramic is really what we know. And this time, the sapphire, Daniel really wanted to have a special effect on the bezel in sapphire. So we worked on many different possibilities, and we came with this kind of a frosted sapphire that has been worked, to give it a special texture, which makes it quite close to when the drop is falling in the water and it's opening a shape. Then around the shape, it's white, like after a wave. And it creates this kind of not fully transparent moment. After it becomes transparent again when it's quiet, but when the impact hits the water, it gets that kind of effect. So I think we have exactly the same kind of rendering. And again, it's perfectly aligned with the storytelling. We already discussed about, could there be a third one? We don't know yet, but we keep the door open, because me and him, we have a lot of ideas. And that's what I love about collaboration with artists, is that they feed us with a lot of food for thought and thinking process about what a watch could be or should be.